So I'm here in northern Michigan, sitting around or standing around the campfire. I do like to have a seat. I didn't bring the folding chairs this time, so it'd be nice to have a bench here. Something cheap. This is northern Michigan and a secluded camp. You never know what's going to walk off, so I don't want to make anything too fancy or too expensive. I know Jay Bates had plans out on his website at one point in time for a bench, and I don't think that was too much. I think I'm going to give that a try to build so I can kick back and relax and have a cold one tonight. I started off by marking the boards for the full length that they needed to be. Since a lot of the project was 15-degree angles, I cut a board at 15-degree angles and used that so I could mark the boards to where it could be cut. I labeled each piece so I could keep track of what part goes where. The nice thing about this project is it's only 8 2x4s, so it was pretty cheap to build. For under 30 bucks, I was able to build this bench. Just have to mark where the cuts are going to go and cut to 15-degree angles on this board. The plan calls for pocket holes, so I'm marking out where the pocket holes are going to go on these pieces. Jay Bates has the plans on his website. I'll leave the plans down below, a link to the plans. And he has a video on how he builds the bench. Dug out the old corded drill and drilled out some pocket holes. Then gluing and screwing boards to the sides. One on top, one on the bottom, and the one in the middle is just the spacers. Next is just attaching the risers with glue and screws. The stretcher I put in place with pocket holes. It was hard keeping the boards balanced, so I found that if I used clamps to hold the risers in place while I was doing it, it helped. Using a square, I put in the pocket holes on the other side to make sure it was perfectly square. Again, gluing and screwing all the way along. I used a fast cap system and used 1/4 inch to set the gaps. Took the bench outside where it'd be easier to work on the back. Using the fast caps, again I set up a gap in between. Glued and screwed into the back. Then I switched over to my air gun just to speed up the process. Setting the fast caps at 1/4 inch and then nailing them all in place. I later came back and used pocket holes from back to secure them in place a little bit better. Well, I hope you enjoyed the build. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up, click like, share it with your friends. I also built this table to put your drinks on it and your s'mores while you're building them by the fire. Now I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the fire.